Hi ladies, want to make this cute card and the inside in the envelope is decorated also? Join me in the craft room and I'll show you how easy it is. Hello ladies, I have our 10-minute creation today and I have a fun one today. We are going to be using the Hometown Thinlits, specifically this one, but this could be done with any Thinlits that you have. You're going to need some glue dots, a pencil. You're going to need 2 pieces of Post-it note, and they need to be long enough to go across your card. So I have 2 of those done. I'm going to be using Soft Sky, Pool Party, and Dapper Denim ink, and my sponges to go with those. So the first thing we need to do is we need to set up our area for sponging. So I'm going to use my grid. And I'm going to put my card down. All right. I'm going to take this one and I want it, oops, won't work if you move your paper. All right. I want it about a ½ inch from the bottom. So I'm going to use my grid to get a straight line. And then I want this is going to be in here like so. So I need to make certain that I have enough space to do it. So I think I'm going to go to this line. It may be more than I need, but that's okay. This one doesn't want to cooperate today. It doesn't want to stay connected. So I will connect it this way. Okay. So I have my area to sponge, and I should have put a piece of scrap paper underneath for the edges. So let me just kind of sneak that in there for that side. Okay, we're going to go from light to dark. So I'm going to start with my darkest color, which is my Dapper Denim, and I'm going to ink up my sponge, and I'm going to sponge in watch that piece. It doesn't want to stick down. That piece is giving me a fit all day. I'm going to hold it so it doesn't. I think I need a little bit more. So I'm going to come down. Okay, now I'm going to go to my next color, which would be the medium color, and that one is Pool Party. So let me grab my Pool Party sponge here, and I'm going to sponge on some of that. All right, so I have that. Now I'm going to use my lightest color, and I'm going to move my paper over to this side, my scrap, so I don't get it on my, there. That way I won't get it on my mat. And now I'm going to do my Soft Sky, and this is really, really light. All right, now when you think you have enough, but you're not certain, like this looks like really light, what you can take and do is very gently pull back, and look, there is color there. So I think I'm going to add just a little bit more, and I think it's going to be done. And I kind of bleed back into the others so that they just kind of fade. All right. Okay, I'm going to stop there because if I don't, it's going to be too much. Okay, let's pull it off and look and see what I have. Oh, perfect! Other than that one corner. But that one piece of paper has given me a fit all day. All right, now, my plan is to use the Dazzling Diamonds and cut this out and mount this on here. So with that, I've cut out the first part already. Let me see. I just want to make sure that it's not... That'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. I was worried about this one being wonky and crooked. But what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to line up this cut line with that cut line like so, and I'll cut it on my or run it through the Big Shot. Okay, I got all my pieces punched out, and there's a big space here, but that's okay because look how we're going to put it on. Oops. I'm going to take and trim this a little bit so it's a little bit more rounded, just a little. There we go. So it's a little rounded. But this is going to go on just like this. All right, so let me get my glue dots. And I'm going to put glue dots strategically on the back of this. I'm going to use the bottom, so there's a fairly large space there. So I'm going to put one there. There's another wide space there, so I'll put one there. You don't want your glue dots to show. The next one's down here with this snowman, so I'll put one there on him. That one's going to show. I'm not going to do it, so I'll do it next on this house. And then I'm going to wait and see if I have enough to put one on this end. I can go back and add dots of glue or even roll up my glue dots. Oops, card is crooked. You don't want this to go on crooked. You want your houses to be straight up and down. All right, there we go. And I need something there, so I'm going to roll up just a little bit, a glue dot. Pick it up and stick it on the back, just so it stays in place. It went over a little, but that's okay. And the rest of this it's really not going to go anywhere unless it gets caught on something. I could put a glue dot there, which would help. So once you get your initial piece down, you can go back and add glue dots in key places. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off this extra piece, and you can either save it or throw it away. And then I'm going to fold my card, get a good crisp fold. And I decided I wanted a sentiment on this, so what I've chosen is I used the Hometown Greetings, I think is what it's called. I'm looking for my stamp set. It was just here. Here it is. Yep. Hearts Come Home. And I chose Enjoy the Warmth of the Season because it doesn't have to be a Christmas card. It could be a January card. And I'm going to take, and now I'm going to flatten this out, make sure it's straight, and I'm using this line and the bottom of the stamp. Perfect! I hardly ever do that. All right, so what do you think? Cute, huh? I'm going to take the stamps of the houses and I'll add houses on my inside and my envelope. Okay, to do the inside and the envelope like so, what I did was I took my houses and again used my grid, so if you have the grid paper, and I lined up the bottom of all the houses using this one of the lines on my grid paper. Then when I stamped it, I used the bottom edge of the stamp. This one was up high, but it still turned out okay because I had used the bottom edge of the stamps on the grid. So if you see there. All right, so here's the card and the inside and the envelope. And it occurred to me while I was pulling out my houses, you could do this same idea, and instead of doing enjoy the warmth of the season, you could do a big moon up here and put Santa and his sleigh coming across the moon. And then you can do like merry and bright over here. So there's another idea for you. I hope you enjoyed this one. Give me a thumbs up, and I hope I inspired you and that you'll play with your stamps today.